Oh, good morning.
Hi, it's good to see you.
Hello, BBs.
Happy Monday.
Hello, little pickles.
How are you today? I hope you're having a very good one. Thank you for joining us. It's too early.
It is far too early, and you are watching the first, best, and only morning show in existence. I'm Anthony Carboni.
I'm Saige Ryan.
And baby, it's Tom and Jerry Watch.
It's Tom and Jerry Watch. Tom and Jerry, the cinematic treasure, will be released this week.
This is it. This is what we've been waiting for all our lives.
This is what we started the show for.
This is why we started the show. Mm-hmm. This is the promise of streaming. This is the success of Hollywood.
This is why we have a platform.
This is why we fight. Tom and Jerry is coming to HBOMAX this week.
Tom and Jerry comes out on February 26th, and all week we will be giving you all the hot Tom and Jerry goss. Ooh, there's gonna be a lot of fun stuff leading up to Tom and Jerry. I bet they're doing just as much stuff as they are for the Snyder Cut.
I hope Tom is out of rehab in time for the premiere.
I hope so too.
Hey, Tom, we're pulling for you.
It's a pandemic. Only like 5 people can come, so it's important that he's there. But
one of Hollywood's greats, but so tortured. Listen. Shut up. It's news time. Did you know, in addition to Tom the cat being old, somebody else is old today? Well, yesterday, actually.
Zelda turned 35.
That's
the
right.
35th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda on the Famicom. There's been a lot of fun and exciting things happening on the internet around it. It wasn't Nintendo announcements, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But
Nintendo doesn't care.
Really cool cosplayers were posting some of their best cosplays they've done over the years from the Legend of Zelda series. It's cool, and it's fun to watch these things have significance in history.
Yeah. You know, here's the problem. Link and Zelda share a birthday with the Mario. Mm-hmm. They're the same age. Mm-hmm. And so the Mario gets to celebrate more because he's the perfect son who prints the money.
That makes sense.
But it's been kind of a bummer not to see more for Zelda's 35th.
We can celebrate Mario in March. There's a whole Mario Day.
That's why we do it. Why can't Zelda have a thing? All we got so far is
Zelda Day.
All we got so far is a Skyward Sword HD, which come on, my BBs.
And
come on, my BBs.
Expansion pass.
For Eggbot story.
It's fine. Look, we already covered the Nintendo Direct. We're past our disappointment.
I could understand why Nintendo, looking to celebrate the big Mario Day, is like, hey, let's celebrate the big Mario Day. Mm-hmm. And then, later on this year, we'll give them the Zelda.
Do you think they will?
No, but I would like to.
It would be cool if they did.
Yeah, I would like to keep that hope up. You know what I mean?
I understand that.
That's all. That's all.
Anthony, I want to help you set realistic expectations here.
Okay.
We're not getting more Zelda this year.
That's probably fair.
We're not going to get a Breath of the Wild 2. Maybe an announcement at the end of the year.
Listen, for the 35th anniversary of Zelda, if we don't get a new trailer and a date announcement, at the very least, look, I've given up on getting the game this year. Mm-hmm. I've given up on that.
We're not getting it.
Look, I don't think I'm going to be in the bathtub playing Breath of the Wild 2 this year, as much as I'd love to.
Yeah.
Once again, if you haven't tried playing Breath of the Wild in the bathtub.
Bath of the Wild.
Bath of the Wild. That's the only way to. Listen. This is the one true Link. Okay. Mm-hmm. And playing in the bathtub is the one true way to play.
Okay, I've never played a video game in a bathtub.
You've never lived.
Hey, so a piece of news just came in. We've never done like breaking news before, but something just happened.
I'm hearing something from the booth.
Twitter is.
It's Tom and Jerry news. Tom and Jerry is coming out this Friday on HBOMAX.
The actual news is that Daft Punk has been Tom and Jerry the entire time.
Whoa.
That makes sense. One of them's shorter.
Whenever you see two people and one of them is shorter, that's Tom and Jerry in a suit.
Uh-oh. Hey, y'all, Daft Punk just broke up.
What?
Like, this isn't gaming news, but it's pop culture news enough that I'm going to say we can talk about it. That's perfectly fine. Press every button until you get there. Daft Punk has called it quits after 28 years, almost 30 years, apparently, and literally we're seeing this right now, but their publicist has confirmed that they have decided they're all done. That could be Anthony and I.
God.
We could be new Daft Punk.
If I was Daft Punk, that's how I would do it. I would do it Dread Pirate Roberts
So you
style.
just keep passing it on.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If I was those
Maybe
two.
they have been. It's been 30 years.
Oh, man. Wouldn't that be amazing if we've actually had 3 Daft Punks?
Yeah. Maybe it's like All Might and they can pass their powers on.
This is so sad.
So that's a nice little mid-show bummer.
I got to see them live when they toured with Kanye. Back when that was not a problem.
Right.
It was a little bit of an issue, but it wasn't a problem.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't as much of a problem as it is now. To all the Daft Punk fans out there,
Oh God, man.
sorry.
If Interstellar 5555 is on Netflix still, or wherever it's streaming, let's all watch Interstellar 5555 today and celebrate Daft Punk.
I watched Tron this week, coincidentally.
Legacy or regular?
Legacy.
Really?
Yeah.
Tron Legacy is a film, and there is one cool scene, and it happens to be Daft Punk.
Exactly.
The Daft Punk Cartoon Network shorts. Here's the thing. Daft Punk was everywhere. They were so smart about media and their place in it, and they were so groundbreaking. Like, even if you don't like electronic music, which a lot of people are like, I don't like EDM. Like, I'm not a big EDM person.
I still enjoy Daft Punk.
I still enjoy Daft Punk because they're so
like
good.
EDM. I don't actively dislike EDM, but it is not my genre. It's not what I listen to. But I do enjoy some Daft Punk.
Yep, all their videos were groundbreaking. Their films were groundbreaking. Their tours were unbelievably amazing. I have like some Daft Punk vinyl figures, some nice ones that came out around Tron Legacy. That's not the point, but it kind of is. What kind of is the point is that my figures are about to go up in value exponentially, and I'm gonna have to listen to a lot of Daft Punk today.
Rip Daft Punk.
Riff Daft Punk. 1 sock cutter, he cuts socks. 2 sock cutters, they cut socks. 3 sock cutters, they cut socks. 4 sock cutters, they cut socks. 5 I got to 5. Honestly, Daft Punk is important news, but we don't want to take away from Tom and Jerry Watch. You might remember from any streamer that you've ever watched, a rant about how everything gets taken down on Twitch.
That is because of the enforcement of the DMCA.
The YMCA is all around us.
Regularly called the YMCA. The DMCA last year started really enforcing stricter rules around Twitch streamers playing copywritten music and sound. Sometimes
you're allowed to play it and you can't anyway. It's worse than it ever was on YouTube.
Yes, that's absolutely correct. People singing covers of things is often getting taken down. There was somebody who was doing ASMR, actually. They were whispering, I believe, and they were taken out because they believed it sounded like a guided meditation track that was available on Spotify.
Just sounded kind of like a guided meditation track that was available on Spotify, so we better take that down.
Yes.
Not check into it.
And one of the main reasons that it is a big issue is they actually don't just take down the content. They issue you a DMCA strike, but don't always tell you where it is or what the VOD was in. If it's a clip that gets hit, you know the rest of your VOD's gonna get hit. If you get hit a few times, you're going to get banned. You don't want to get permanently banned on your platform. That's often a lot of people's basis for financial support.
And the system is inherently flawed, not just because you can't find why you got hit, but humming into a microphone sounded like a guided meditation track.
So people have been deleting their entire libraries of content, and it's been a massive blow for music creators on Twitch that often would like sit down to the guitar and play covers. But
it's insane. It's insane.
Did not just sit down to play a cover on Twitch.
No, this was an official Twitch stream by Twitch.
Uh-huh.
And Twitch had to dub over Metallica playing the BlizzCon line opening ceremony because Twitch was afraid that they would get DMCA hit on the Twitch channel. Wow. Now, Metallica definitely agreed to perform at BlizzCon.
Which, like, cool. That's pretty cool.
BlizzCon knows that Twitch is streaming. They're the official partner. And yet, somehow, between all of these things, between Metallica saying yes, between Twitch going, okay, Metallica's gonna be there, and BlizzCon going, yes, Metallica is definitely going to be there. This is when Metallica is going on. Between those three massive corporations, they could not figure out how to allow Metallica to play. And so instead, we got this.
And the song choice at that.
I think that the song choice was Twitch silently crying for help. I think that the song choice was Twitch going, oh no, we know that this is a bad situation. We too know that it is horribly cartoonish, Tom and Jerry, coming this Friday, that we have to do this on our own platform. And so we're calling it out the best way we can. We're making a joke of it, but you can't make a joke of it, Twitch. You're not on our side.
I would think that this would actually be a lot more understandable if they were Twitch streaming a live event and the main purpose of having Metallica perform was for the live event. Like if the BlizzCon was still in person, like BlizzCon used to be, right?
Yeah.
And if you were just like, hey, we were Twitch streaming BlizzCon, Metallica is performing for all of the people that were there, but we can't play it on the Twitch stream.
Yeah.
I would be like, okay. But literally, they were only performing, all there was a stream.
Metallica was streaming in from another location because it's a pandemic.
Twitch event. They were there exclusively to stream their performance. You couldn't hear it otherwise. The only way you could hear it was watching the stream.
Probably the biggest problem with this is that because of the way this shook out, we don't get to dunk on Metallica for their performance. And I normally love to dunk on Metallica, but Metallica's not in the wrong here, and all I want is to make fun of Metallica.
I get it.
I'm so mad.
Why did you book a music guest? Why? Have a DJ spin from your fucking pre-approved library.
Cut away during the Metallica performance. Start the stream after.
Wait.
Show a clip. Do something. It's a production.
But if you cut away, then who are they performing for?
Because there's no BlizzCon live audience.
It's a Twitch stream.
There was nobody there.
That's what I'm saying. That's
there was
the whole
literally
point
nobody
I've been trying
there
to make. It was exclusively for the stream, Anthony.
Wait.
There's no cutting away because there's no one to listen.
I totally forgot.
The stream.
I totally forgot that there wasn't even like a limited attendance. This is a zero attendance.
No convention.
Literally no one heard Metallica. If Metallica plays one of their garbage songs in a garage and nobody's there to hear, does it make a song? Does it make a sound?
That's like a couple Metallica's.
Why did? Yeah, but like, were they playing one of their good ones even?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Sounded like they were playing the theme song to Pushing Daisies. It sounded like they were playing the Cinderella's Carousel music. Soulja Boy's releasing another game console, y'all. Finally, some innovation in this industry.
I think this is why Stadia is finally backing out.
Because they saw, it's the 1-2 punch of Microsoft buying Bethesda and Soulja Boy saying, I'm coming back. You about to crank that.
Now, I'm seeing a lot of chat freak out of another. Now, that was also my reaction to this article. I, too, did not know that there was a first attempt at a Soulja Boy gaming console.
3 years ago, Soulja Boy released the Soulja game console. He was going on to like Alibaba and buying Chinese clone consoles that would play ROMs and then repackaging them and releasing them as the Soulja console. And there were like 2 versions of it, and he was trying to sell the whole thing. It was It was really, really bad. He tried to turn himself into like a tech mogul by doing drop shipping from China.
I don't know why this screams Pitbull energy to me, but it does scream
big
Pitbull
energy. It's Mr. Worldwide.
Right? I feel like Mr. Worldwide console is something that would exist.
Now, he stopped selling them about a month after he started.
That would make sense.
People looked at them and they started getting them and they were like, oh no.
So then on February 12th, we got this image with just the hashtag Soulja Game.
It's back, baby.
A generic console, which appears to have 2 USB ports in the front and a power button. Looks kind of like a PS2, like a white PS2.
Has anybody looked this up on AliExpress yet or Taobao to see where it comes from? This is something that already exists. It has to be. It has to be. Last time he was selling consoles, Saige. Mm-hmm. He literally, people were like, dude, you're selling like emulation boxes. You have no legal right to do this.
You bought these on AliExpress.
You're filling them with ROMs. And he was like, Nintendo's gonna like shut you down. And he's like, for anyone that thinks Nintendo's gonna come for me, nothing's gonna happen. Everything's legit. My console isn't going anywhere. He deleted that tweet like 3 hours later. Because Nintendo came for him.
And was like, duh.
Actually, Soulja?
I'm gonna tell you the secret. That's not true.
I love this.
I love that there was also a handheld.
Yeah.
And also, there's very little actual branding on them. Like, they didn't even go that far as to like.
No, that costs
stamp
extra.
anything on it. They really just sent out AliExpress emulator boxes.
They set up a drop shipping store. He watched a YouTube video on how to set up a drop shipping store and set up a video game themed drop shipping store.
I think that Soulja Boy could learn a lot from KFC in this like stunt marketing weird attempt.
You've got to innovate, and KFC understands that.
Buy the KF console.
The KF console is real.
Buy us the KF console.
Somebody buy us the KF console. We just got the first on-set pics from Hawkeye, the Disney Plus series. And it shows us Haley Stenfield as Kate Bishop in her Hawkeye costume.
It's very interesting because Haley Steinfeld hasn't really done, that I've watched, anything like this. I would have never thought of Haley Steinfeld in a superhero movie.
I love it. She looks perfect as Kate.
Yeah. It's very interesting. I associate her, I think, more with her music too.
Yeah, I mean, but this is now her second Marvel character because she's Spider-Gwen as well.
Right.
Vocally.
Yeah.
Vocally. Yeah. But it'll be interesting to see her as Kate Bishop. They're obviously setting up for some big car stunt. Unfortunately, Jeremy Renner is there. There's nothing you can do about that. I mean, there's something you could do about it, but they didn't.
Why are we still Jeremy Renner?
Because I paid for a membership on the Renner app, and it doesn't run out for another year, so I need him to be in things so I can check in with all my good Jeremy news.
You need to get all of that good Jeremy Renner news, including announcing people's divorce. I bring back the Jeremy Renner app. It's gone.
Bring it back.
We can't go on it anymore because he got bullied.
Bring back the Jeremy Renner app.
Wait, we don't like Renner now? He's not like a fascist or something.
But
he's just not good.
There was some
a self-indulgent weirdo, and he just like sells weird shit on the internet to people.
But also there was some Jeremy Renner domestic strife, and we don't know all the details about it, but physical things happened is what we understand on both sides. And so, hey, maybe Hawkeye could have fallen into the pit instead of Black Widow. That's all I'm saying. Maybe you don't have to keep throwing ladies into the lady pit.
Maybe we stop killing the women. You
don't have to throw ladies into the lady pit. You know what I mean? Gotta throw a lady in the lady pit if you want a magic stone.
It could have been Hawkeye.
He could
Hawkeye.
have redeemed himself. He could have saved her, redeemed himself for being Ronin. Yes, his family would have been sad, but Tony Stark's family was sad. What were you afraid of taking away from Tony Stark's death by killing Hawkeye?
I'm gonna tell you, I would not have been less sad about Iron Man. After all that they went through to be like, yo, Hawkeye was bad person. No redemption, just like, okay. Goodbye, extremely valuable member of the team that's been keeping us all together and keeping us essentially alive for the past few years.
So let's set you up as important, finally. Just so once we do, people will understand that when you die, you were important.
And then you can have a backstory movie.
Remember, everyone, her self-worth is tied to her reproductive health. That's canon. So Hawkeye's coming back, and I think the way the Hawkeye series is going to work is it's going to start off as the two of them, and I think they're going to hand it off to Kate Bishop. I think it's going to be a predominantly Kate Bishop series.
I hope so.
I do want to say there was a headline on Screen Rant that I was trying to find, and I hated it. It said, Hawkeye saving Scarlet Witch would fix his problems.
No.
And his backstory. It was this big article that somebody wrote.
No! Scarlet Witch is the most powerful character in the fucking MCU.
And not only that,
Scarlet Witch could have decimated Captain Marvel. Scarlet Witch could have decimated Thanos if she had all of her abilities. A fucking normie with a bow. Get out of here.
and here's the thing.
Shut up.
It wouldn't fix his problem. It would compound the same problem we have. Why would Hawkeye survive this encounter? Why would Hawkeye be the one that wins? When our problem is that Hawkeye should be at the bottom of a very large hole in space.
The only way you can solve the Hawkeye problem is pushing Hawkeye into the pit and giving us back Black Widow.
I think the Disney Plus Hawkeye series will push Clint into the pit and will give us Kate Bishop. I think that's the way it's going to be.
He deserves it.
He deserves it. He deserves it, everybody. Did I make you mad with that headline?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I mean, it's not happening.
It's not happening.
It's not something that Disney said or Marvel
said. I
said.
can't believe they did that. Was Screen Rant? Hey, Screen Rant? What the fuck?
And Screen Rant, why are you even commenting on shit like this when all you should be doing is updating us on Tom and Jerry Watch? Hey, thanks for watching, and if you want to see more episodes of It's Too Early, be sure to subscribe.
And if you want to catch the show live, we are live every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. Pacific on twitch.tv/Pixel Circus.